Hi, I'm back and we're ready for the second part of Superkids. I don't think we are going to be able to listen to the KQ song today because they will not let me have two books open at the same time. I kind of wanted to just finish up W and start with the K and Q one. So I will try and see if I can get that updated, but it doesn't seem to let me now. Anyway, this is the cover of your book, and you want to write your name on the cover, and then we will be ready to go. If you look on the first page, you can figure out who is the new Super Noodle. What's his name again? You're right if you said Icky. And so Icky is going to put on a skit. It says the Super Kids put on a skit, and it's called The Glum Princess. And so I want you to use a purple crayon to circle things that begin with K on that page. And so, hang on a second, I will keep this going for you. And I'll try to make that a little bit bigger. Here we go. Okay, now, the purple crayon is for K words like king. And if you look carefully, you will see that Sal is dressed up like a king. And so you can circle Sal, who is dressed like a king, because K has the same sound as C. It makes the K sound. Do you remember what the action was? Remember when we did K castanets for the letter C? It's the same thing for the letter K. So you can do that same action for the letter K. And now we are going to circle things that start with K with a purple crayon. So, kangaroo. Does kangaroo start like king? Ooh, yes it does. Do you see a kangaroo on there? I do not. So we cannot circle kangaroo there, but we do know that kangaroo starts like K. How about show? Show does not start like kangaroo or like king. How about kind? Can you circle kind? No, you cannot. But that is another word that starts with K. How about kite? Kite does start with K. See if you can find the kite in the picture and you want to circle the kite. Here are some more words that start with K, but you cannot circle. Kick also starts with K, and keep. So you should have two things that are circled with purple on your page. Now you need to get a pink crayon, and you are going to circle things that start with Q with the Qu sound with your pink crayon. Do you hear in the word queen the Qu sound? Queen starts with QU. When you have a Q, it always has a U next to it. It's like they're partners. And so the Q and the U together make Qu. Like in quack, quack. Pretend you're a duck. Quack, quack. Do that with me, please. Quack, quack. You got it. So now we are ready. We are looking for things that start with the letter Q, like queen. So you should have circled Edabetta as the queen. Now, next, we are looking for a quilt. If you look carefully, you will see that the queen's cape or robe is a quilt. A quilt is like a blanket, and you use that on your bed, but she is pretending it is like a cape. So you may circle the quilt on Edabetta. I have a couple more words that start with Q, but I do not think they are on this page. So you can look for them, but I don't think they are. How about quarter? And that's a coin we're going to be learning about soon in math. And then quick. So those are the things you want to circle, is queen and quilt with your pink crayon. Now, I'd like you to get your pencil again, and we are going to trace those letters on there. I am going to try to get really close And then I am going to trace them with my finger. You will go straight down on the K, then you start out on the point and you go in and out. Do not lift your pencil when you do that. Now, the small K, you start at the top, go straight down, and then you would start on the yellow line and go in and out without lifting your finger. A Q, a big Q, is kind of like an O with a line on it. So you want to start at 2 o'clock like for an O, and you go all the way around, and then you stop when you get back to where you started. Then you are going to start below the vanilla line and go out from there. And you know how to make a U. You go down and around and up and down. And then a small Q looks kind of like a G with the hook going the other way. So we are going to start at 2 o'clock, go around and then up and then down past the chocolate line and then make a little hook going to the right. And then you can trace the U next to there. And then you are done with that page. Good job. If you need to pause the CD anytime in there, that's fine. And then we are going to go on to page 2. And page 2 looks like this. Let's read the words at the top with Icky. It says, let's get the stuff for the skit. A skit is kind of like a play. And so now you are going to look at each picture. I'm going to tell you what all the pictures are, and then you can go back and circle what letter starts each one. We'll do the first one together. Key. Do you hear the sound at the beginning of key? K. Key. So it has the K sound at the beginning, so you want to circle the K. We will do the next one together also. Quilt. Qua. Did you hear qua at the beginning of quilt? Then that means you want to circle the QU. The next picture is a kite. Now you need to decide whether that starts with K, like K, or qua, like QU. Kangaroo, queen, king, question, cat, kitten, and kettle. This is a kitten. And this is the question mark, because Icky will wear that in the skit. Now, if you need to pause and redo any of that, that is fine. And you may keep going with that. That is the last page for today. I will see if I can get the song to go on the website. If I cannot, then you will get to listen to the song on Tuesday. That's the end of our lesson.